Tony Stark, a billionaire industrialist and genius inventor, had inherited Stark Industries from his father, Howard Stark, and turned it into one of the world's leading defense contractors. Known for his playboy lifestyle and reckless behavior, Stark is brilliant but also arrogant, a man who thrives on his own genius and the power of his creations. On a routine trip to Afghanistan to demonstrate his company's revolutionary latest weapon, the Jericho missile, promised to be a revolutionary advancement in modern warfare. On his way back, Stark's convoy is ambushed by insurgents. Stark is critically injured by a missile, ironically, one of his own, and captured by a terrorist group called the Ten Rings. When he regains consciousness, he finds himself in a cave, his chest hooked up to a car battery. A fellow captive and doctor named Yinsen has implanted an electromagnet in Stark's chest to keep shrapnel from reaching his heart. The Ten Rings, led by a ruthless leader named Raza, demand that Stark build them a Jericho missile. Stark, however, has no intention of complying. Instead, with Yinsen's help, he begins working on something far more personal and secretive, a way to escape. They create a small, powerful electric generator called an arc reactor to power Stark's electromagnet and a prototype suit of powered armor. This suit, once completed, would not only aid in their escape but also become the first Iron Man suit. Their efforts are nearly discovered, and Yinsen sacrifices himself to buy Stark time to power up the suit. With the armor activated, Stark fights his way out of the cave, destroying the weapons of the Ten Rings and ultimately crashing in the desert. He is later rescued by his friend and military liaison, Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes. Back in the United States, Stark makes a startling announcement: Stark Industries will cease manufacturing weapons. This declaration shocks the world, including his father's old partner and the company's manager, Obadiah Stane. Stane warns Stark that this decision could ruin the company, but Stark is resolute, driven by his harrowing experience. In his home workshop, Stark refines his armor suit and the arc reactor, creating a more advanced and powerful version of both. He keeps these developments secret, even from Stane, who grows increasingly suspicious and frustrated. Stark's personal assistant, Pepper Potts, supports him, even placing his original arc reactor in a small glass showcase as a reminder of his transformation. At a charity event hosted by Stark Industries, reporter Christine Everhart confronts Stark with evidence that his company's weapons are still being used by the Ten Rings to terrorize villages in Afghanistan, including Yinsen's home village of Gulmira. Stark, horrified and enraged, dons his new armor and flies to Afghanistan, where he destroys the weapons and liberates the villagers. During his return flight, he is intercepted by F-22 Raptors but manages to escape by revealing his identity to Rhodes. Meanwhile, the Ten Rings, having recovered pieces of Stark's prototype suit, meet with Stane. It is revealed that Stane has been trafficking arms to the Ten Rings and had orchestrated the ambush that led to Stark's capture, intending to eliminate Stark and take control of Stark Industries. Stane subdues and kills the Ten Rings members to cover his tracks and begins working on his own armored suit, reverse-engineered from Stark's prototype. Stark, suspicious of Stane's activities, sends Potts to hack into the company's database. She discovers Stane's betrayal and, with the help of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Phil Coulson, prepares to take action. However, Stain's scientists struggle to replicate Stark's miniaturized arc reactor, leading Stain to confront Stark directly. He ambushes Stark at his home and steals the arc reactor from his chest, leaving Stark to die. Stark manages to survive by using his original arc reactor, which Potts had preserved. Potts and several S.H.I.E.L.D. agents attempt to arrest Stain, but he dons his newly completed suit, now known as the Ironmonger. Stark, despite being at a disadvantage without his new reactor, confronts Stain. The battle between Iron Man and Ironmonger escalates, culminating on the rooftop of Stark Industries. Stark instructs Potts to overload the large arc reactor powering the building, creating a massive electrical surge. The surge causes Stain and his armor to fall into the exploding reactor, killing him. The next day, at a press conference, Stark, unable to keep his identity a secret any longer, publicly admits to being Iron Man. The revelation sends shockwaves through the world, cementing Stark's new role as a superhero. In a post-credits scene, S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury visits Stark at his home. He informs Stark that Iron Man is not the only superhero in the world, and that he wants to discuss the Avenger Initiative, hinting at the larger universe of heroes and threats that Stark will soon become a part of. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this movie recap and want more videos like this.